Subject is procurement. Somebody calls as purchase, procurement. What are the elements in the procurement? The first thing is that vendor is a supplier. So vendor development is very much important. What is vendor development? There is 3-4 things to qualify a vendor. The first is the vendor should be sound, their product should be qualified, their timeline of delivery timeline, that lead time we called as, that should be very good for you. Then the expenses in between to deliver, delivery expenses, whether you are importing or you are taking locally, so the landed cost, it is going to affect you. That is very much important. So before going to that, how the procedures we can run it on. Why you wanted to buy? That's the biggest question. If you wanted to buy product for stock, possibly you are buying against a project, possibly against an say order, possibly, that's talking about intending, or you are storing and displaying and you are selling it off. So in this area, the vendor is identified in such a manner that every vendor, there is a possibility that one product you are buying from different vendors, so there will be comparisons. Otherwise, if you are in a distribution industry, possibly this you are directly dealing with the OEM. So that OEM will, whatever OEM is making, that is going to be your product to sell it off. In all this area, mapping is very much important. What type of mapping you do? Mapping the products and services, what is delivered by a particular vendor, that is to be mapped within the system. The qualification process which you are doing it, the credit management and the documentations and their registrations and tax registrations and other matters has to be put in a right path. Then the banking functionalities of banking details, informations has to be there. What way you are going to buy, the terms and conditions has to be put into this thing. There is a possibility that you may have a price, blanket pricing for a particular period. That has to be contracted and that should be put into the system. So there is no need for every time the price has to be put into. When you wanted to start buying, there is a possibility that the different type of sources, like salesperson, client, whoever is asked to you the material, they are making the purchase request. Against the purchase request, possibly you are creating the orders. So there should be, this process flow should be fine-tuned in such a manner that why you are buying, that should be answered over there. What price you are buying, that is to be added over there. While buying, when you are taking the decision to buy, that is, you are creating a purchase order, that time itself, whatever the information which is required for you, that information has to be there. So you know well before placing an order. That is very much important in the procurement. There may be a pending order will be there, that also need to be highlighted, so there should not be any mistake of repeated orders. While doing this procedure in the product data management, one area is there. That area is order quantity, stocking levels, minimum stock level, maximum stock level, the volume, calculations of the volume, and the value, the weight of the product. These type of things is very much useful for you while doing the storage and warehouse management and all the procedures. These are all part of your procurement procedure. You wanted to buy, you wanted to receive the material, you are ordering it, you receive the material in the warehouse, you do the purchase process, like a purchase invoice you are doing it, some returns you wanted to do, returns you are doing it, then you are making the payment as per the credit terms with the vendor. So these are all in a chain, and these should be strictly monitored, and the trial of it. Today, I just wanted to know that this particular material which is in my hand, full trial of it, when it is ordered, what time it is delivered, when it is, if some product before buying or while you are receiving the material before taking into the GRN, or while taking the GRN itself, you may be having some quality testing. After quality testing only they will receive in fully. So some material, because these are all depending on, some are having the expiry management, some product may have the batch numbers, some product may have the serial numbers. These areas, these complex areas has to be taken care, including the logistics. Then when it is comes to finance department, it is very much important that we want to know the landed costs. So how the landed cost is that the product cost plus whatever the services, extra services which is given to deliver the material, if the vendor is charging it, and whatever the expenditure you are doing it by yourself to receive the material, customs duty while importing or other transportation charges you are making it, placing the unloading charges, the loading charges, whatever the charges you are making it, these all charges, or you are making a third party logistics warehouse, then the warehouse charges, all including in the landed cost. So when you are getting the landed cost perfectly, then only you will be able to make a proper price management for the sales processes. One more thing very much important is that how your vendor development and procurement department will run efficiently. The companies having a standard pricing can be purchased, estimated price, X amount, whatever. The purchase efficiency is that whether in volume, through volume, or with the negotiations, whatever the purchase profit, I called as purchase profit you can create it. So X amount minus 1 or 2, you are able to buy it. That is going to be the purchase efficiency. So the purchase efficiency can be calculated, and the purchase profit, I coined that word, purchase profit, can be generated within the system, within the company. So why we are talking about purchase profit is that in an ERP, when you are running it, every department should either earn or improve efficiency. End of the day, that is converted into a profitability of your business. Thank you.